Welcome back to another Fairy Tale Friday. Today's story is The Phantom of the Opera. The scene is Paris, 1881, in an opera house called Opéra Populaire. A young woman named Carlotta was the prima donna there. This should be obvious, since everyone was technically prima donna. I mean, it would be like a century before Like a Virgin was released. One day, while rehearsing for the evening's performance, tragedy erupted. Carlotta's costume ripped because she couldn't help herself and binge ate a Chipotle burrito. Carlotta was mortified and refused to perform that night. Seeing the day as ruined anyway, she went home to watch 4 seasons of Friends on Netflix and gorged herself on stuffed crust pizza and an entire tube of cookie dough. She called these her fatty days. But the opera still needed a replacement, and someone pimped out Christine Daae for the part. When they asked her to audition, she was like, "Oh, me? I couldn't possibly. I'm not even that good. I'm so embarrassed." And then she totally nailed it, because she's been getting professional voice lessons since she was like 4. God, I can't stand those bitches. So Christine was a big hit that night. In fact, she was so popular with the audience, they threw her 15 bouquets of roses, a box of Godiva chocolates, 4 panties, and an exact silicone replica of Xander Corvus's penises. Later that evening, Christine's childhood friend Raoul caught her in the dressing room enjoying her post-performance gifts. Seriously, haven't you ever heard of knocking? Christine confessed to Raoul that she was taught to sing so well by her angel of music. "Yeah, sure, whatever, angel of music," said Raoul. Dizzy broad. When Raoul left, the phantom appeared in her mirror. Christine begged him to reveal his true identity, so he took her to the basement where she passed out and was taken to bed. This is how women were wooed in the 19th century, also the 21st. When Christine woke up, she crept up behind the phantom and pulled off his mask, and lo! It was Mike Tyson! Most people know me as a pugilist, but really I'm a very sensitive soul, and I hate my face tattoo. Wah! Later, the Phantom demanded that Christine be the star of the next opera, or he'd rain holy fire on 2 U.S. cities each week until his demands were met. Being French, the opera owners were like, "Fine with me, fuck the Americans!" And Carlotta was the star of the next opera. They called the Phantom's bluff. He didn't even have a nuclear bomb, let alone an ICBM to deliver it 3,600 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. So, instead, he killed one of the opera owners, vandalized a cemetery, and kidnapped Christine and Raoul. He forced her to wear a wedding dress and put lotion on constantly. "It puts the lotion in the basket or else it gets the host again," he kept saying for some reason. Finally, seeing no other alternative, Christine told the Phantom he was an all-right guy and kissed him. "Thank you," replied the Phantom. "In fact, I usually don't even talk to women unless I'm fornicating with them." Always a charmer, that one. And so he let Christine and Raoul go and disappeared forever. Come back next time and you'll hear the classic tale of the Fellowship of the Nuvering. It's all Ginge thought about. Freedom, revenge. He'd get that diamond, and he'd make Fox pay for it. But how would Ginge find him after all these years?